Hello, and welcome to week 8, which is developing resilience through the difficulties, challenges of intercultural ministry. I'm here at Sydney Olympic Park Aquatic Centre, where I come pretty much every day now to swim just for a short time, and I'll tell you why I'm here in a moment. You see, here's I can prove that I've been swimming. Here are my swimmers. Anyway, resilience, I think, is the ability to keep going and keep growing through the challenges of life and ministry, and in your case intercultural ministry, to keep growing in Christ. So how do you do that? Well, the amazing thing is that God uses suffering, uses difficulties to form us, to grow. In fact, suffering may indeed be the biggest thing that He uses. This week you'll be looking at Romans 5 and thinking about that. You'll be reading Don Carson's chapter on the suffering people of God, how God uses suffering in Christians' lives, how to make sense of it. You'll be reflecting on suffering and difficulty in your own lives, and what God might be doing in you at the moment through suffering. And then there's some readings, kind of a repertoire of things that others have found helpful and thought about in healthy stress management and in managing those difficulties. And the reason I'm here at Sydney Olympic Park Aquatic Centre is to remind myself and you of 4 things that are fundamental to keeping going and growing. And they're not so much purely spiritual things. It's hard to compartmentalize our lives, as Grace was saying in an earlier interview. We're interconnected. The parts of us are interconnected. So the 4 things that I think of immediately are exercise, rest, food, and sleep. And that's why I'm here at Sydney Olympic Park, because of the exercise part. I think it was probably 15 years ago or so where I hadn't been doing intentional kind of exercise, and then felt it was a real lack. Not a rule, not anything like that. I'm not trying to put anything onto you, but I found that beginning to spend half an hour or whatever, I began running. Running was a real help in just coping with the stresses of life. Very, very simple. Anyway, I hope you find this process of reflection and wrestling through what God might be doing in your life through difficulties helpful.